Hi ladies, I am back for another update even though it's been like 6 weeks or so. I'm sorry, I really truly am, and I keep telling myself that I'm going to update and I'm going to do so great, and then life happens and there's just never time, and then I tell myself like I'm going to get ready and not look like a swamp creature. And there's all these YouTube moms who get online and they do their updates and they literally look amazing, and it's a lot of pressure. I want to have those beautiful updates and where I looked like I had it together and I wasn't a complete hot mess. And to be honest with you, that is not real life. So, this is real life. This is multiple days of dry shampoo and yesterday's makeup, and I'm at work in sweats, and we're just gonna roll with this update because I swear if I don't get it up, it's never getting up. So, notes, y'all already know this. And if you hear echoing, I'm sorry, I'm kind of hiding in the bathroom because where I usually film here is the laundry room, and there's laundry going and it's very loud, so just bear with me, but I just really want to get this up. So today is August 5th, and I am currently 21 weeks and 6 days. So this update is actually going to be from weeks 15 to, I'm just going to do 21 because I'm there. Tomorrow I'm 22 weeks. So, sorry, I'm out of breath as usual. And as always, so that is a symptom for me that is happening. I get out of breath very easy. So we're just going to kind of rewind this back to 15 weeks. So I told you guys in my last video that I was scheduling an anatomy scan for June 16th. I meant to say July 17th or 16th is when I had my anatomy scan. So I went in and had that done. We had a confirmation of baby girl's gender. And at the end of this, I'll go ahead and insert some of the ultrasound pictures that we were able to get. To make a very long story short, baby girl is good. Everything's measuring perfect. And it was funny because the ultrasound tech was like, I've never had a baby measure like spot on to the day. And she's measuring spot on to the day. So that's something that I guess never really happens, but she measured completely perfect. I was kind of concerned, and I had brought this up to her attention, and I was almost wondering if like maybe I had an anterior placenta, because I was not feeling movement. Like there was a couple little times where I'm like, that might have been her. I'm not really sure. And I mean, it felt like it was a possibility, but there was no straight up movements where I was like, that was baby. So I had kind of voiced that concern with her, and I don't have an anterior placenta, it's in the back, and as wild as she was moving, she's like, girl, you're gonna start feeling movements here soon, and a lot of them and all of the time, so kind of just be happy right now because she's all over the place. Like she is, and every time that I see her, or like I just had to get hooked up to monitors the other day, she is all over the place. Like she is a wild one. So I am now feeling her move. I feel her move every day. It's not super strong movements yet, but I definitely feel her move. I can see her move from the outside, and I can feel her move from the outside. However, she doesn't really like to be bothered, so the second you speak about it or put your hand anywhere near the belly, she stops. And she's not about that life. She don't want people touching her. So everything there looks great. So since then, I'm just going to go ahead and update symptoms, since we're updating for literally like 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, like 6, 7 weeks. Everything's kind of maintained itself. I'm feeling a little rougher. I said in my last video I felt like I had reverted back to my first trimester with the whole needing to eat and then lay down. That's not really where I'm at now. I'm more so reverted back to my first trimester with being utterly exhausted. My mood swings are kind of all over the place again. Irritability is a big symptom of me right now. And I don't know, let's just be real here. I am almost 34. I have two boys, one of which who is 3 and is completely wild. Second child syndrome hardcore on that one. He is wild, wild, wild. And it's summer, and I'm hot, and I'm old, and I'm tired. I'm just being real about it. I'm not complaining. I'm very blessed. It's just much harder to carry a baby in your 30s, even versus just being 30 like I was with my last. This time around, she's not as hard to carry as my son was, my second son, in the sense of she's not. My second son felt like he literally sucked every ounce of my being just right out of me. I was just miserable the whole entire pregnancy. She's not like that, but it's just, I can't slow down. I can't stop. I can't. It's summer vacation. We've got crap to do, and kids that want to go places and do things. And now we're getting ready to start school, and so now it's like I gotta reorganize everything. And then as we're reorganizing and swapping things around, I also have to prep for baby, and I'm just tired. I'm tired. I'm a mess. And which hence why I never do updates, because I literally always look like a swamp creature with my hair in a bun and bags under my eyes, and that is some real life business, okay? And I know y'all can understand me on that one. Breast tenderness has been here from, I swear, the second I got pregnant. It has not slowed down. It has not gone away. It is horrible. I've had to change bras. You can't even look at them, touch them, even pretend that they're there. They are very sore. They are starting to leak a little bit. So that makes me feel a little better, because with my first son, I was not able to breastfeed. I never produced milk. With my second son, the same thing happened, and I produced a lot, except for I was only able to nurse him for 3 months due to him having severe acid reflux. And it was hard, and that was my first nursing experience, and it just like there was never enough for him, because he had to eat chronically, like all the time, because that's what acid reflux babies do. So I'm pretty sure that I'm gonna be good to go with this one, with being able to nurse and not having any issues. Issues meaning producing milk, hopefully. Headaches are another symptom. I have headaches all the time. I've had headaches my whole pregnancy. The last couple days, yeah, I told the nurse the other day, I think most moms are like, I cannot wait till the end of 9 months so I can have a glass of wine. Y'all, I just want to be able to take ibuprofen. I'm so sick of Tylenol. It does not work. I am in pain, and I need something that actually works. And Tylenol has never worked for me, and it sucks that's where, it is what it is, but it sucks. So yeah, along with the irritability, I will get hangry, and I won't realize that's what's happening. I will start getting irritable, and then I'll be like, oh, I'm a little bit hungry, and I don't want to eat right away, or I'm busy and I can't eat right away, and then I notice I'm getting really short and snappy, and I really start feeling not good, and I want to freak out, and then it's like my mind is focused only on food, and it's like, do not talk to me, do not look at me, let me eat my food and just leave me alone, because if anybody bothers me, I'm having an issue. Because I need to eat. I get hangry. And it doesn't happen all the time, because I have a very poor appetite. It's not nausea. It's not anything like that, and I've said that from the beginning. It's just, this girl hates everything. Everything. I have never in my life spit out so much food, gagged on food, and it's so disgusting. Food is so disgusting to me. And it's like stuff that be like, oh my gosh, a craving. I have to have this craving, right? Dying for this food. Take one bite of it, gag, spit it out, and can't touch it. And it's like, seriously? It's so hard for me to find something that I will eat and that tastes good. But when I find those foods, I smash. So, that's nice. So, like I told you guys, today's the 5th. So, I'm going to give a little update on what happened the other day. So, on August 3rd, we had a birthday party to go to. And it was a Saturday. On Friday nights, I work a 24-hour shift, which isn't that bad, because I'm allowed to sleep. Sorry, I feel like I'm going to sneeze. I'm trying to hold it in. So I got out of work. I went home, And that morning when I woke up, my stomach felt different. It felt tired, if that makes any sense. The muscles felt tired because I just assumed because I didn't have my pregnancy pillow, and I don't sleep as good at work because I'm sleeping light, listening for my client, and things like that. So I just already started the day off with not feeling very well. And I went home and I took a shower and I was moping around the house and wanting to cry because I'm exhausted and I'm burnout and there's stuff to do. And I know that you have to put yourself first and you have to say, you guys, I can't, I'm tired. I need to take a break. But I just can't all the time. There's, between all the nieces and nephews and little things that we have to do, it's extreme. And I'm done. Like, I'm just done with it. Anyways, so we had this birthday party that we had to go to. And I got ready and I'm moping around and I'm grumpy and I just want to stay home and I just want to go to bed and I'm not feeling very great and I just push myself through it and we get to this birthday party and I still drink caffeine. I do. I really limited it in my first trimester. I try a lot not to drink like tons and tons of caffeine, but I still drink my coffee. I just do. So, and it's never been an issue. I did with multiple kids. I'm sorry, I just do. I don't like drink espresso and drink, pot after pot of coffee. I don't, but I will have a few cups of coffee a day, 3 to 4 cups of coffee a day. And then I might have a can of pop some days, especially if I'm really dragging. I know that's not the healthiest option, but I'm sorry, it is what it is. So we get to this party and I am just dragging and I'm like, I need a cup of coffee. And I had already had a cup and a half that morning. And I'm like, I need more coffee. So I go in and I make a cup of coffee and I drink it. And it was just a small cup of coffee. And I drink it. And I, a little bit later, had a little bit of pop. Me and my fiance shared a can of pop. So it wasn't like I drank a lot. And I'm like, no, I just really want more coffee. And so I went and poured another small cup of coffee and started drinking it. And I'm like, I can't breathe. Like, my heart feels weird. And I'm like, oh my gosh, like, what kind of coffee did they make at this party? And so I go talk to my friend and I'm like, girl, can I see the bag of coffee? Like, what kind of coffee is this? Like, is this like espresso or something? Or is this like super high caffeine? She's like, no, it's just Dunkin' Donuts. And I'm like, oh my God. And I'm sitting there and I'm literally like, I feel like I'm gonna pass out and my heart's doing really weird things and it's racing and flipping and I keep feeling like I'm gonna pass out. And then so I ate a little bit and I went and sat down and I'm like, holy crap, like, man, I really must have drank a lot of caffeine. I did not. So I was drinking water and sitting down and it was warm out, and I'm chasing kids around and it's normal. This is a normal day. My life is always busy. It's always crazy. So I am sitting there and it's time to open presents. And so I stand up to watch her open presents. And I'm like having to breathe through cramps. And I'm like, am I freaking having contractions? Like, what is this? And it was cramping from like hip bone to hip bone across my belly. And it wasn't like a tightening cramp, it was like burning fire cramps. And I've told you guys before, I deal with round ligament pain all the time. I just dealt with round ligament pain trying to get up to walk in here. It's just, this is something that happens with me. It is out of control. My muscles are weak. They just are. This is baby number 3, and my muscles ain't having it no more. They just are not. So, I'm trying to breathe through these, and I'm like, putting my hand on my stomach, and I'm like, what is happening? And my heart's doing weird stuff, and I just overall don't feel well. My fiance comes up to me, he's like, what is going on? Because he is very observant. He watches me like crazy, and he was like, what is going on? Are you okay? And I'm like, I don't know. I don't feel good. I don't feel good at all. And so I went in the house and I went pee just to check, make sure I wasn't bleeding or leaking anything or anything. And I'm just like, I just don't feel good. And my sister-in-law came in the house because he went out and told her, like, hey, can you guys watch the kids? I'm going to take her to the ER. And so she comes in and she's like, sister, are you okay? Like, what's going on? And I just start crying and I'm like, dude, I'm just done with this crap. Like, I've been having like heart palpitations for like an hour. And now I'm having cramping and I just feel like garbage. Like, I feel so cruddy. And she's like, just go get everything checked out and we'll take the boys and everything's fine. So I get to the ER and they hook me up to monitors, and I love my local hospital. I do. They're incredible. They sent me straight up to OB, and my OB was on call that day, so he was there. And like I said, they hooked me up to monitors. They were checking her to make sure her heart rate was good, which it was. And like she was trying to push monitors off of her. She's moving all over the place, which makes me feel better because I can't feel her move like that. And but she is literally in there moving her little ass off. Like she is wild in there. So that makes me feel better. But then I started to notice like, ouch, 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 there's that pain. And then I'd hear whoomph on the monitor. And I'm like, huh. And then it'd be like, ow, 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 ow. And then whoomph on the monitor. It's her. She's literally like ripping my insides to shreds. So the cramping pain, well, not cramping, but burning pain I was feeling, that's her moving. And, just doing her thing. And my muscles are like, nah, better not. So that made me feel better. However, um, they drew blood and did urine and were watching for contractions, which there wasn't any and stuff like that. And pretty much, very long story short, and they put me on heart monitors, which I still cannot, you can still see like the tape, I cannot get it off. But pretty much what was happening was my doctor thinks it's for one, anxiety, which, okay, I could see that. I don't have it all the time. I could see that. It was extreme though, so that I kind of couldn't see. Um, I was watching my heart rate on the monitors, and my heart rate was going from 50, it'd be like 52, 98, 72, 102, 110, 54. Like it was going all over the place. There was nothing wrong with my heart, but what the lab showed was that my protein is low and I was dehydrated, which, drum roll please, we all know. Like, we've seen this coming. I've seen it coming from day one. I am still only up 1.5 pounds from pre-pregnancy weight. I barely eat. I try. I barely drink. I frickin' try. Like, I try really hard, but she makes it so hard. And so pretty much they just said, you're not eating enough and you're not drinking enough. Point blank. You need to eat more protein, you need to be eating more frequently, and you need to be drinking like a crap ton more fluid. Well, since then, also, I have a toothache because I have a broken wisdom tooth. And so that has been like the most extreme psychotic pain of life. And I cannot get rid of it because I'm taking Tylenol. And I called the dentist and stuff today. And I have to have an OB note to even go to the dentist. And they sounded like they weren't going to give me one. Cross your fingers for me, all, because I will not make it 4 more months with this pain. No, ma'am. And the headaches that I've been having since getting out of the hospital are like the most extreme headaches of my life. They are severe migraines. So I don't know. It's a little rough. So I think that is everything. I think I've caught you guys up. I'm going to do a belly shot. Like I said, this is real life, y'all. I do not look pretty. I do not look cute. We're just going to show it. This is for my baby girl anyways, for her to watch when she gets bigger. I love you and your little crazy self. But girl, you are making my life a little bit hard. I need you to just simmer a little bit, okay? But anyways, I'm going to give you guys a belly shot. And yes, my outfit's black, but I wore a white tank top, so points go to me, right? So let's, ooh, I don't know if I can switch this around. I don't know if I can switch around. I might just have to like turn my phone because I'm just like not good with technology. But I'm going to try to show you guys a belly shot really quick, and then I'll insert pictures from my ultrasound. And I will see you guys in my next video. So this is 21 weeks, 6 days. I don't even know if you can see because of the window. My shirts are starting not to fit very great. His belly is definitely getting bigger. She's getting bigger. Yeah, there's more tape from the heart monitor. But yep, that's 21 weeks and 6 days. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.